Round 8 of the FIM MX2 Motocross World Championship got underway at Bastogne in Belgium, and it was Tommy Searle who found himself towards the front, but he ran wide coming through turn 1. Didn't quite allow the KTMs to go through, but by turn 3, Jeffrey Hurlings, the championship leader, found a way up the inside of the Brit, and we looked like we were going to be in for a super showdown between the two championship contenders. But despite it, that never really materialised, and below them though, Jeremy Van Hoorbeek in third place, but Jake Nichols had a good opening lap in fourth ahead of Joel Roulants. Roulants eventually coming through in fourth behind his fellow countryman Jeremy Van Hoorbeek. Jake Nichols came home in fifth, but Tommy Searle, despite staying close for majority of the race, eventually started to make too many mistakes and lost the toe to Jeffrey Hurlings, and it was Jeffrey Hurlings, the Red Bull KTM factory rider, who eventually found himself rounding the final turn and taking the checkered flag to win from Tommy Searle and Jeremy Van Hoorbeek. MX1, race 1, and Tony Cairoli made a brave decision to start from the centre of the gate, and it paid off as well because he stormed into the lead on his Red Bull KTM. Kenny Bobashev and Ken Didika though weren't so lucky. They found themselves down at turn 1. Clement de Salle found himself in the thick of things, started down in 6th position but worked his way past the likes of the number 11 of Sebastian Pourcel and Kevin Strybos and Christophe Pourcel to eventually come home in 3rd, but that was his move on Kevin Strybos, the HM Plant KTM rider, but no one was a match for Tony Cairoli. He won from Gauthier Paulin. De Salle was 3rd. MX2 race 2. Prit Ratzep flipped at the start and would get back to 20th place, but up front the battle, or the whole shot, was taken by Boutron as he was challenged by Jake Nichols. Nichols would eventually come home in 8th place, but before that, he got nudged aside by the number 911 of Jordi Tixier. Then he realised he had a bent gear shift. That's why he was able to close in and capitalise on Jake Nichols' misfortune. Tommy Searle, though, led every single lap from Jeffrey Hurlings, who once again couldn't get close enough to Tommy Searle. Van Hoorbeek stayed 3rd, and Tonus came home in 4th. But a fantastic race win for Tommy Searle. He took the overall Grand Prix victory as well. Jeffrey Hurlings was 2nd overall. Jeremy Van Hoorbeek was 3rd. And the championship points remains at 24 points between Jeffrey Hurlings, who continues to lead the championship, and Tommy Searle. Next stop, Sweden, in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, it was a good race for me. I got a good start again, and the first motor also, so really happy for the team. And we struggled a bit with the bike yesterday, and today it was perfect, so really happy about that. And it was nice to actually race with Jeffrey. You know, he passed me at one point, I passed him back, but I felt good the whole way through the race, so I knew I had it in the bag once. So I just knew the lappers was going to be playing to it a little bit, and I pushed hard through those and made sure I made a little gap, and then that was the race. So really happy with today. Just want to say happy Father's Day to my dad as well. So.
MX1 race 2, Didika once again started down the inside, and it didn't work out for him either. Instead though, it was Christophe Pourcel who found himself leading and battling with the 777 of Evgeny Bobashev. Bobashev proved to be a tough customer to find a way through on, but eventually Christophe Pourcel, 377, worked him out and went around the big Russian, who at the moment struggling for fitness, riding with a whole multitude of injuries. At that point, Clement de Salle found himself in 3rd place, and then went round Evgeny Bobashev to take 2nd. He had his eyes then set on Christophe Pourcel for the lead. Tony Cairoli was there or thereabouts in 4th, just keeping an eye on what was happening here. De Salle then gave the Belgian fans something to cheer about as he flew past Christophe Pourcel and into the lead. Came under pressure though and under attack from Tony Cairoli at the halfway stage of the race. He eventually went through on the Belgian. Cairoli came home to win the race. It was a perfect score for him. Christophe Pourcel was 2nd. Clement de Salle came home in 3rd, and Kevin Strybos, who had a great Grand Prix, came home 4th. Cairoli though won the Grand Prix from Clement de Salle and Christophe Pourcel. And just like his MX2 teammate, he leads the championship as we go past the halfway stage.
It's important to get two good starts on this track also. And first moto I start very good and I get all shots. Then I could make my rhythm and I take some gap and I win. Second race, the start wasn't so bad, but in the corner I went a little bit too wide and I lose some position. Then I managed to pass a lot of rider. the track wasn't so easy to pass, so I'm really happy I find the way through. And yeah, it's nice to win in Belgium. It's the home of my main contender at the moment, so feels good, like we win in France. So just keep going on this way, and hopefully it's gonna be a nice championship again.